Here's the simple truth. Many spiritually awake people are stepping back from the old world, not in anger, but in self-respect. They're unfollowing the noise, leaving groups that drain them, changing jobs, ending certain friendships, spending more time in nature, or building small circles where honesty is normal. Why? Because when your inner light grows, you can't keep playing the old roles. You can't nod along when a room is built on fear. You can't just be polite when polite means betraying your soul. If that's you, if your coworkers feel like they're acting in a bad script, if old friends now sound like strangers, if kindness gets mocked and cruelty gets clapped for, this message is for you. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're vibrating at a higher frequency. Here's the mystery. Waking up brings more peace inside you. Yet the world can look darker than before. How can more light make the shadows look bigger? Why do simple truths suddenly trigger people? Why does your quiet presence make a noisy room uncomfortable? Why do familiar faces feel unfamiliar, as if a switch flipped and you can't switch it back? Something deeper than opinions is at work. It isn't just politics, trends, or news cycles. It's like radios tuning to different stations in the same house. You're hearing a song others can't hear, and they're dancing to a beat that makes your body tighten. What changed, and why now? Hold that question. Let's go underneath it. The clear answer is this. Awakening increases sensitivity and honesty at the same time. You feel more, and you fake less. That double shift is beautiful, and it collides with a culture that often feels less and fakes more. Think of your nervous system like a finely tuned instrument. When you were numb, you could stand the hum of gossip, the buzz of constant comparison, the sharp notes of passive aggression. Now, your instrument is tuned. You hear what's off. You feel what's false. You sense when a smile hides a knife. Everyday scenes start to reveal what was always there. At work, a meeting where no one names the real problem, so people blame the quiet one. You speak clearly and the room stiffens. You weren't rude. You were real. Realness exposes performance, and performance gets angry when the mirror appears. With friends, the group chat used to feel fun. Now it's subtle competition, low-key cruelty, and attention games. Saying, "I don't want to talk about people," gets you labeled sensitive. You're not sensitive. You're sane. In public, a stranger's eyes look empty, like they're not fully in their body. A cashier snaps as if your presence is a threat. On social media, people cheer for humiliation and call it justice. Your body knows this isn't healthy. What you're seeing is the shadow coming up. Unhealed pain, fear, shame, and power hunger that used to stay hidden under busyness and performance. The light of awareness pulls it to the surface. More light, more visibility. More visibility, more discomfort. This is why the world looks evil and strange. It's not that humanity suddenly turned bad. It's that what was unhealed is now obvious, and obviousness creates a split. Some will face it. Some will double down on denial. When denial tightens, people act weird, mocking tenderness, resisting truth, punishing difference. But you need to hear this too. Leaving is not running away. Leaving is choosing not to feed what harms your soul. It's not a tantrum. It's a boundary. You're not abandoning people. You're abandoning the lie that you must shrink to be loved. Or as Ramana Maharshi put it, your own self-realization is the greatest service you can render the world. Facing your truth helps the whole. Let these lines anchor you when the room gets loud. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi, let nothing disturb you. Let nothing frighten you. All things are passing. Teresa of Avila. Peace in oneself, peace in the world. Thich Nhat Hanh. The eye with which I see God is the same eye with which God sees me. Meister Eckhart. They aren't slogans. They're maps. They say, the hurt you feel is proof of your sensitivity, not failure. The chaos is passing. Your inner stillness is the same sight that sees the sacred in others, even when their behavior is unkind. So why does it happen now? Because attention is the new currency, and fear buys it fast. Many systems profit when you're upset, divided, or exhausted. Awakening interrupts that economy. You stop paying with your peace. And when you stop paying, the system calls you selfish. You're not selfish. You're free. If stepping back is wise, then what is your power now? Should you disappear completely? Move to the woods. Say nothing. Or is there a way to leave the old system while still loving people inside it? How do you stay bright without burning out? Soft without being walked over? Present without getting pulled back into the old game? Let's open this new door. How to leave well, and what leaving is really for. First, understand the 4 big reasons the split feels so intense. Frequency mismatch. You're broadcasting honesty. Many rooms broadcast performance. Your body senses the static first. Tight shoulders, shallow breathing, sudden fatigue. That's data, not drama. Shadow exposure. Your calm presence acts like a clean mirror. People who aren't ready to see themselves will attack the mirror. It isn't about you. It's about what the mirror shows. Identity shedding. You're taking off old masks. Good employee, easy friend, always available one. People who liked the mask may say you've changed. They're right. You changed toward truth. Energetic economy. You've stopped funding chaos with your attention. Chaos will send invoices anyway, notifications, invitations, bait. You can decline. Now, how to walk this path without hardening your heart? Leave quietly, not bitterly. You don't need exit speeches. A soft, "No, thank you," is a full sentence. You can unsubscribe from conversations that spin, unfollow accounts that spike your nervous system, and step away from spaces that worship the mask. Replace, don't just remove. Don't create a vacuum. Fill your hours with things that match your soul. Long walks, real food, real sleep, hands in soil, laughter that leaves your body warm, prayer or meditation that feels like home. The body is the gatekeeper. Treat it kindly. Find the 2 or 3 who get it. You don't need a crowd. One friend who will sit with you in silence is worth 100 who need you to pretend. Choose plain speech. Say, "I'm tired of sarcasm," instead of, "You're toxic." Say, "I need slowness tonight," instead of, "You never understand." Clear and kind protects both sides. Do small acts of beauty. Make soup for a neighbor. Pick up trash on your street. Write a sincere thank you. Beauty is a quiet rebellion. It tells your nervous system, the world is still good. Hold paradox. You can love people and leave the room. You can forgive and still say no. You can be gentle and firm. You can be in the world, not of the world. And here's the heart of it. You're not leaving people. You're leaving participation in harm. The soul does not want revenge. It wants integrity. If you resonate with the message in this video, write yes in the comments. Let's pull the thread all the way through. You began by noticing that people feel different, evil and strange, as if kindness now looks suspicious and cruelty passes as entertainment. You felt lonely in rooms you used to enjoy. You wondered if you were the problem. Here's the reveal. You are not the problem. You're the proof. The proof that a new way of being human is already here. What you feel as division is the early stage of discernment. The soul is sorting. What supports life? What steals it? What grows peace? What feeds fear? Discernment is not judgment. It is clarity with love. Discernment says, I will not hate you, and I will not help the lie. The old world runs on speed, noise, image, and control. The new world runs on presence, truth, service, and freedom. When the new world rises in you, the old will try to bargain. Wear the mask one more day. Laugh at the cruel joke. Pretend you don't see your body answers, I can't. That can't isn't weakness, it's wisdom. This is why the spiritually awake are leaving society's old containers. Leaving is how you stop leaking your life force. Leaving is how you stop teaching people that your soul is negotiable. Leaving is how you keep your heart warm enough to still love. Will some call you arrogant? Yes. But humility isn't staying small. Humility is staying true. Humility says, I will be exactly what I am, no more and no less, even if it costs me applause. And there is a deeper reason. Departure is the midwife of arrival. When you walk out of rooms that require fakery, you walk into rooms where real things grow. The garden can't bloom under fluorescent lights. It needs sun and soil, seasons and silence. You are that garden. Remember those quotes? Rumi's wound invites light. Your hurt is an opening, not a failure. Teresa reminds you that this turbulence is temporary. Don't make permanent promises to passing storms. Teach Nhat Hanh points to the real work. Restoring peace in you is a gift to the world. Meister Eckhart whispers the deepest secret. When you see with the eye of the heart, you see God seeing through you. That sight changes everything. So what do you actually do tomorrow morning? You wake gently. You breathe before screens. You drink water. You open a window. You ask, what is the most honest step I can take today? Maybe it's telling your team you won't be on after 6 p.m. Maybe it's turning a gossip thread into an act of care. Let's send her a voice note of support. Maybe it's declining an event that always leaves you empty. Maybe it's taking your child to the park and letting sunlight do its quiet work. You are not rejecting the world. You are loving the world enough to stop feeding its sickness. The biggest reveal, the leaving, is really an arriving into your real life. The more you arrive, the less threatened you are. You stop needing to convince anyone. You stop trying to save people who don't want to be saved. You become a steady light, not a flashing siren. And then something soft happens. The same people who once mocked your stillness start coming to you in private. How did you get calm? How did you stop caring what they think? How did you quit without fear? You don't preach. You tell the truth. I stopped pretending. I chose peace. I protect my soul like I protect a child. Some will follow, some won't. Love them all. Keep your boundaries. Keep your joy. Keep your silence when words would only feed the fire. Tie it back to the beginning. The world isn't glitching because you're broken. The world is shaking because truth is entering it through people like you. The awakening does create division between truth and illusion, love and control, life and performance. That split is the birth canal. Breathe. Trust what you know. And remember, you're not alone. The quiet ones are everywhere. On trains with soft eyes, in offices with warm laughs, in checkout lines breathing kindness, in parks praying without moving their lips. You'll know them when you see them. You're one of them. If something here sparked you, write in the comments and finish this. I knew I had to step back when. A thumbs up helps it reach others. And if you feel called, my ebooks are just $2.99. Your support helps me keep creating. You'll find the link in the description below. Thank you for being here. The light in you is real. And it is exactly what this moment is asking for.